Good morning. Thank you. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. I'm Josh Pfeiffer, and I'm the class president. If everybody could please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So I was thinking about it, and I realized since it's our last time everyone's going to be together here, we should get a class picture. So everybody say cheese. All right. I am now pleased to introduce Student Council President Michaela Cupp.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming here today in support of our class of 2019. Imagine yourself as freshmen again. 4 years ago, we got a fresh start when we walked into Hamilton with new school supplies and a hint of anxiety. Think back to the first day. Who did you think you would be as a senior? Did you think you would have friends? Did you think you would have a job and that your parents would be proud of you? Did you think you would suffer from senioritis or strive until the end? Whatever your answers may be, it's time for us to move on to the next step and reflect on these past 4 years of our lives. Although our hint of anxiety has probably increased, I have complete faith in us because our class is strong-willed, kind, and intelligent. We are charismatic leaders because of our peers, our education, and our family. Growing up, our parents have always been our biggest fans. I've been so lucky to have a rock star mom who doubles as a best friend. She has taught me to be kind and appreciate life. Equally important, my dad has been my rock, the one I can turn to if I need advice, my car warmed up in the winter, or a date for the father-daughter dance. From him, I've learned to be confident and strong. Together, my parents have made me into the young woman I am today, and for that, I thank them. So make sure to take a moment out of your day to thank your family and friends, support system for changing you into the person you are. Our parents are not the only ones who have helped us get through these 4 years. While we have been here, we have the opportunity to get to know many of the Hamilton staff members. Without a doubt, you're some of the most dedicated and kind people we know. Thank you for teaching, advising, and inspiring us to follow our dreams. Graduates, today is our final day together at Hamilton. When we entered the building 4 years ago, many of us thought this day would never come. Now, as we say goodbye and move on to the next part of our lives, we take with us the memories and friendships that helped us become who we are today. In the words of Dr. Seuss, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, class of 2019. Next, I would like to welcome Joseph Lehman, the Vice President of the class of 2019.
Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Lehman, and I'm the Vice President of the class of 2019. It's my honor to introduce our speakers this afternoon. Sitting in the front row is Josh Pfeiffer, the President of the class of 2019, Michaela Cupp, the President of Student Council, Kashmira Heinonen, a foreign exchange student speaker, Selena Herza, a foreign exchange student speaker, Tiffany Pham, the Salutatorian, Aaron Niebler, the Valedictorian, and beginning immediately to my right, seated on the stage, is Mr. Michael Gaz, the Dean of Students and the Athletic Director at Hamilton High School. Ms. Candace Mongan, the Principal at Hamilton High School. Dr. Paul Melke, the Superintendent of the Hamilton School District. Mr. Greg Barber, the Distinguished Alumnus of the Class of 2019. Ms. Laura Westcott, the Associate Principal at Hamilton High School. Mr. Gabe Colasari, the President of the Hamilton School Board. Ms. Jennifer Waltz, the Vice President of the Hamilton School Board. Mr. Jay Jones, the Treasurer of the Hamilton School Board. Mr. Michael Highland, a school board member, and Mr. Mark Otto, the Associate Principal at Hamilton High School. At this time, I would like to introduce Kashmira Hainanen and Selena Hertza, two of the exchange students for the Class of 2019.
Hyvää huomenta. My name is Kashmira, and I'm from Finland.
Guten Morgen, I'm Selena and I'm from Germany. Thank you to everyone for coming to share the celebration. We would also like to say good evening to our friends and families back in our home countries. We came to America to improve our language skills, learn about another culture, and most importantly, we're just ready to start an adventure.
When I was looking at different student exchange organizations, I noted that many people purposely asked to spend their exchange year in places like LA, Washington, D.C., or Seattle, but I decided to keep an open mind and see where the experience would take me. I remember when I first found that I was placed in Wisconsin. I had to Google where it was. What stood out from that search was mainly pictures of cows and cheese. That's the moment I thought, well, I didn't really like out there. But now, after 10 months I spent here, I can certainly say that I found that there's much more that goes along with Wisconsin than dairy.
The first days of being at Hamilton were confusing. We had new classes, new teachers, and were surrounded by people we didn't know. But our teachers and many students helped us to adjust to the new school system pretty fast. Not only was the adjustment to the high school challenging, but we also had to adjust to new families and new lifestyles.
There were bigger changes, but it was mainly the small things that stood out. People tend to always be going something or doing something. Everyone eats impressively fast, although most people have no clue how to use a knife. There are flags in every corner. A lot of people drive trucks, even though not many have the need for one.
We not only had fun, but also made a ton of memories in and outside of school. For example, neither of us would have expected to ever experience a polar vortex. We went out with friends, went to pep rallies and school games, tried new sports, joined clubs, and went to school dances.
One of the greatest things about Hamilton is the wide variety of clubs that are offered and how easy it is to join as a new student. I got to join rock climbing, the ski team, and super mileage, while Selena joined the Hamilton girls rugby team.
And now 10 months later, we stand here and have to say goodbye. This moment marks the end of a big journey, not only for us, but also for all of you who are finishing your high school experience now. But as we all close this chapter in our lives, we also start a new chapter where we have to come to realize that we have more in common than we do different.
We all want to find our place in this world and are seeking friendships and new experiences. We laugh and cry. Sometimes we rehearse arguments in our head, just in case. We all want to find our own path in this life, and meanwhile, we all think that everyone else knows what they're doing, when in reality, they don't have the slightest clue.
And yes, we will miss plates of mac and cheese, custard by the gallon, brewers, the bugs, and Starbucks at every corner lot. But not only will we miss that, but also the people we got to meet here. We will miss our host families and are so thankful for everything they did for us. We're thankful they welcomed us with open arms and let us live with them while making us feel like a real part of their family. We are also thankful for the trips they took us on and all the fun things we got to do just because of them. We also thank our friends for sharing fun memories with us, for all the advice they gave us, and for helping us in many situations.
We want to thank our great teachers who helped us when we had problems or questions that Google Translate or the power of copy and paste couldn't solve. We also want to thank Officer Kelly for keeping the school safe and always being there for all of us. The last people we want to thank are families in our home countries. They made this whole experience possible for us and gave us the opportunity to grow here. In the words of Mark Twain, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw out the balloons, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover.
Congratulations, class of 2019.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load, if you just call me. Lean on me, when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, sister, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me, when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Call
Students, it is this moment in time that separates the past from the future. This commencement ceremony is the mark between where you have been and where you are going. With this in mind, a distinguished alumnus is selected each year to help us connect the future with the past, to leave us with the message that this is not the end, but a beginning. Nominations for the distinguished alumnus are solicited from the community and voted on by our faculty. This year's recipient is Greg Barber. Before he delivers his speech, I would like to discuss several of his accomplishments. Mr. Barber graduated from Hamilton High School in 1975. While attending Hamilton, Mr. Barber was a three-sport athlete and a member of National Honor Society. He was the runner-up Milwaukee Metro High School Student Athlete of the Year and the first Hamilton High School varsity football player to receive a full athletic scholarship to UW-Madison. Mr. Barber received first-team all-academic Big Ten honors and earned a degree in accounting through UW-Madison School of Business. Upon graduation, he became a certified public accountant. He was one of the first in his profession to build non-accounting or tax advisory services, such as information technology and human resources within an accounting firm. Over the last 15 years, Mr. Barber has held the managing partner position for two nationally recognized Wisconsin-based top 40 regional accounting firms. Currently, Mr. Barber is retired after serving his profession for 39 years, but still remains active as an independent consultant to his profession and business leaders in general. We would like to congratulate him at this time as the recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award for the class of 2019.
Thank you, Candace, and your nominating committee for this very humbling and gracious award. I sincerely appreciate it. Before I offer my thanks and words of gratitude, I first want to congratulate you, the class of 2019. This is a big day for you and a time to reflect and celebrate your accomplishments, just like it was for me and my classmates some 40 years ago. Yikes. Seeing what you and the student body, teachers, administration, and community as a collective team have accomplished and built here at Hamilton over the past several years is simply amazing. It's not often that a grad like me returns to their high school after decades of never walking in the building to see what has been built and to see it in a much better state. And for that, I sincerely thank and congratulate you all. You make me and so many former grads proud. Thank you. But just like this award being given to me today, today's celebration is not only about you and your accomplishments. It's about those in their lives that have stepped forward and made a difference for all of us. So with that said, I suggest we all reach out today and express our sincere appreciation and gratitude to the many who have made positive differences in all of our lives. And for me, these difference-making people have been as follows. First and foremost, my parents, Jim and Phyllis. Second, my four siblings, Gary, Carrie, Linda, and Mark. We learned an awful lot by being around here for many years. And my dear wife, life partner, high school sweetheart, and the only person I ever dated, and still undoubtedly my best friend, Nancy. So Nani, wherever you are, please stand. Life is not easy, and your unending love, support, sacrifice have always made us Barbers look really good. Nancy truly is the real heart and soul of our family. And, listen to this, still the only undefeated Hamilton state gymnastics champ. Thanks, Nod. My children, John, Emmy, and Buntaby, their spouses and 7 grandchildren they've blessed us with. The joy, love, and laughter they bring is never ending. Thanks, Ems. Jamie, really appreciate it. Craig Keller, yes, the old Keller name. He was my best friend and today is my brother-in-law. He's been the best teammate I've ever had in any sport I participated in. And finally, the many teachers and coaches I was so fortunate to have that had a huge impact on the person I am today. Many stand out and are dear to my heart, but probably the most significant is former teacher and coach Stan Grove. So Stan, I know it's hard to recognize you in any stature, but if you're out there, please stand. Your caring yet stern demeanor, yes. Your caring yet stern demeanor, both in the classroom and on the field, had a huge impact on me. You showed me and so many more how to be a good student and a good athlete, and to do it with class. As I continued to learn and grow beyond high school, the foundation you set for me was significant to my success, both as a husband, father, and professional. Without you taking the time to reach out to college coaches and convince them that I maybe could play at the next level, I would have never been able to have had my experience as a Wisconsin Badger. So for this and all your life lessons, I sincerely thank you, Stan, for making a difference in mine and Nancy's lives. Thanks, Stan. And finally, this is so important, it's for those, especially in the curricular or the academic world, of your significant others that take time and let you reach out and do something different. So with that said, Stan's wife, Carol, sons, Jeff and Matt, thank you for always allowing Stan to have that extra time to make a difference and do the things that he does best here at the school. Thank you. So, as you, the class of 219, move forward and build off the foundation that you and the difference makers in your life have made, I offer these words of wisdom. First, life is a marathon and not a sprint. Don't be in such a hurry to get somewhere. The journey is the award and not the destination. Embrace change in all walks of your life, especially in your career. Futurists predict your generation will probably change careers or do something different 8 to 9 times in your entire life. That's a lot. So don't be afraid of the unknown, as more times than not, traveling through the world of uncertainty, there's big and better things on the backside. There's no such thing as failure. So when things don't go as planned, embrace the challenge, as actually challenges accelerate learning and growth. And finally, build your plans and goals around principles, values, and desired experiences rather than destinations, titles, or things. So with that said, and in closing, I offer to you my top 10 principles, values, and desires that I think have worked pretty well for me. So they are: number 1, faith and family first. Number 2, never stop learning and growing. Number 3, seek opportunities to always help and serve others. Number 4, it's all about team and not me. Number 5, work hard at striving for work-life balance. Number 6, listen more, say less. Number 7, do more, say less. Number 8, love and be loved. Number 9, laugh, smile, and always remain positive. And finally, step up and be a difference maker for those around you each and every day. Thanks, and go Chargers.
At this time, I would like to introduce our Salutatorian, Tiffany Pham.
Hi everyone. It's kind of hard to believe we're finally here, isn't it? Just 4 years ago, we sat in that gym right over there for our 8th grade graduation ceremony. While these 4 years may have felt like an eternity to many of us, just look at us now, less than an hour away from moving on to the next big chapter of our lives. Speaking of chapters, about a month ago, during some research for a somewhat last-minute book report, sorry, Mr. Hartman, I found this quote. The best way to measure how much you've grown isn't by inches or the number of laps you can now run around the track, or even your grade average, though those things are important to be sure. It's what you've done with your time, how you've chosen to spend your days, and whom you've impacted this year. That, to me, is the greatest measure of success. So, on a day that is so much about our future, let's take a moment to reflect on our past. All the things we've done with our time, all the ways we've spent our days, and all of the people that are part of each and every one of those memories. For many of us, we look around and we see people we've known for over 12 years of our lives. We've been here through our Aeropostale phase, through the rise and the fall of the silly bands era. And through that time, we were all kind of weirdly obsessed with like glitter bouncy balls. You guys remember that? Together we braved through a snow and ice storm for our prom, if for no other reason than the sake of the memories. We've been together through the countless advisement cram sessions, last-minute papers, and through the pain of having to watch our phones sit in a phone going all hour, just out of reach. And collectively, we have endured the unbelievable emotional distress as we waited for the only phone call we ever want to get from Hamilton, the call that told us school would be canceled. And we got that 5 times in 2.5 weeks. The point is, we have grown together, we have struggled together, and we have rejoiced together. And with all of these experiences and everything we've learned here at Hamilton, there is no doubt that this class can and will take on just about anything life throws at us. I mean, come on, if we can make it through like a power outage, a water pipe burst, and like 150 fire alarms, we got this. And now, after all that, here we sit. In about 45 minutes, we're gonna walk out of here. Many of us never to step foot on these grounds again. We'll say goodbye to the friends and to the teachers who have taught us to become better people. And we'll move on to create new opportunities, memories, and relationships. But no matter where each of us go from here, we know we will always have the people on this field and in these stands right now to support us, and that we really are all in this together. Congratulations, class of 2019. Let's make the rest of our lives a story worth telling. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to present this year's class of 2019 valedictorian, Aaron Niebler.
Good morning, class of 2019. Wow. As I look out among you, I am humbled and honored to stand here as the valedictorian of the largest class that has ever graduated Hamilton High School. We are 401 students strong. Not only that, I'd say we are probably the best looking and most gifted class in the history of the school. Fellow good-looking and talented students, it has been 4 years since we entered the terrifying halls of Hamilton for the first time. Being a bit of a math nerd, I couldn't help ponder the significance of 4 years. Take a moment to consider that we have shared the hallways, classrooms, gymnasiums, auditorium, and athletic fields here for 720 days, or 5,040 hours, or 302,400 minutes, or 18,144,000 seconds. These numbers do not even touch the countless hours we have spent together in athletics, clubs, choirs, and councils, dances, plays, and social events. Looking back, some of these hours, minutes, and seconds felt like an eternity, such as the time we were victims of a 1-hour fire alarm in January. If memory serves me right, it was at least 100 below that day. Other times, the moments have flown by in a flash. Homecoming spirit weeks, the excitement of state soccer, baseball, and basketball games, and hopefully this speech. Our journeys through Hamilton were all unique, but one thing they each have in common is that they are all ending with us being here today, sharing this moment together. Our generation has been labeled Generation Z, or the iGens. We have grown up hyper-connected our entire lives. We have always been wired. None of us have ever known a world without the internet. Our technological allies through our academic years have been Google, Wikipedia, and SparkNotes. Without fail, these allies have been there for us during the good, the bad, and the ugly. If we needed to know something for world history, such as who assassinated Franz Ferdinand, contributing to the start of World War I, or something even more important, like whether a hot dog is really a sandwich, we could Google it or ask Siri. Chances are our question would be answered in a matter of seconds. Our smartphones have been our lifeline to the world, in contrast to that large, inconvenient set of books our parents and grandparents used to use called the encyclopedia. We may be digital natives, but there is more to us than selfies, Instagram, and a Starbucks unicorn frappuccino with 59 grams of sugar. They say Generation Z is environmentally conscious. True. At Hamilton, we've experienced climate change firsthand when we take off parkas when leaving the science wing. We've also practiced keeping a small environmental footprint and personal space while navigating the tight confines of H Hallway. Generation Z is said to be fiercely independent while also placing great value on personal relationships and connectedness. True. Our own Josh Pfeiffer has independently led the free hug movement every Monday for the last 4 years. We are also supposed to be smart and entrepreneurial. True. Our class alone is destined for success, as evidenced by the millions of dollars in academic scholarships that we are receiving. Finally, our generation is said to be solution-minded and adaptable. True. As of today, we have beat the debilitating epidemic known as senioritis. Senioritis is defined as a crippling disease that strikes high school seniors with symptoms including a generally dismissive attitude, a lack of studying, and an all-just-wing-it approach to exams. The only known cure is a phenomenon known as graduation. We have successfully made it to graduation by negotiating with ourselves 2 hours of internet time for every 15 minutes of studying, many seniors skip days, and the repeated use of the snooze button each morning. Someone recently asked me where Hamilton High School is. As a Gen Zer, I decided to consult my technological allies for the best answer. First, I asked Siri. But I didn't agree with Siri's response, so I asked Alexa. I didn't agree with her answer either. I then checked Google, but Google was wrong as well. Siri, Alexa, and Google all told me that Hamilton High School is located on Town Line Road in Sussex, Wisconsin. However, as I have come to realize over the last 4 years, Hamilton High School is not located at a place that can be pinpointed on a map. Hamilton is located in the hearts of the 401 graduating seniors of the class of 2019. Hamilton will always be found inside each of us, and we will carry all of our shared experiences with us everywhere we go. Hamilton High School will be carried from coast to coast, continent to continent, and maybe one day one of you will carry it to places far beyond this world. A great hero of our generation, Steve Jobs, once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards." As you leave Grove Field today, you will become alumni, but always remember where you came from. Let the dots that have been placed at Hamilton connect your past to your future and enjoy the journey ahead. In the words of Elle Woods from Legally Bond, we did it! Congratulations, class of 2019.
Undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Judge yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. A great tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Yeah. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Judge yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Oh. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Judge yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Parents, relatives, and friends, distinguished faculty and administration, Dr. Milkey, members of the Hamilton School Board of Education. Sitting before you is the graduating class of 2019. This class has honored Hamilton High School with their presence and hard work. Members of this class recently received a total of $2,960,918 at the Senior Awards Ceremony this past May, the highest of any graduating class that has gone through Hamilton. These monies will help support their post-secondary education, but more importantly, this graduating class is filled with individuals that possess incredible skills. Many have received awards and merits at state and national levels. Additionally, awards have been granted for their accomplishments, but also for their impeccable character. These students have represented themselves in a way that brought honor to themselves and the Hamilton School District. We are deeply proud of the graduating class of 2019. Dr. Milkey and the Hamilton School Board of Education, it is with great honor that I present the class of 2019 with assurances that each member of this class has met the established graduation requirements. In so doing, each member has earned the right and privilege thereof.
Congratulations to graduates and families. I am honored to accept the class of 2019 and recommend them for presentation of diplomas by the Board of Education. I now invite graduates to come forward to receive their diplomas in the manner prescribed to you.
Kyle Adrian. Hannah Anderegg. Drew Anders. Julie Anderson. Daniel Anderson. This way. Jake Anthony. Nikki Augustine. Emily Bagan. Zach Bagley. Joshua Balsinger. Christopher Barnes. Nicholas Barth. Haley Bates. Blake Bauer. Claudia Bauman. Mariah Bear. Elizabeth Barron. Cassian Bell. Did I say her last name? Belli. That's what I was going to say. Justin Belli. I wasn't really going to say that. Bisson. Ashley Bisson. Aaron Niebler. What up, fam? Tiffany Pham. Say it one time. Selena Herza. Kazmira Pena Ania Heinonen.
Yes.
Give it a shot. Joseph Lehman. Michaela Cup. Joshua Pfeiffer. Hold on, we gotta sit down. All right, let's go. Ava Blair. Nathan Blair. Justin Blanchard. Sierra Block. What's up? Cody Bobert. Matt Bowman. Cal Botsford. I said that weird. Why did I say that weird? Chloe Boucher. Jasmine Bolton. I hate this. I get so nervous. Kaylee Bratz. Bree Brandt. Kaylee Brandt. I said that like I was surprised. Jada Bresnahan. Say again. Jada Bresnahan. Aaron Brockman. Jacob Brockwell. Augie Bronson. Austin Brown. Charles William Brooke. Bruns. Jacob Bruns. Jackson Buckley. Sophia Berg. Wyatt Burgett. Catherine Burke. Molly Burnside. Sometimes I psych myself out. Gabriel Butterfield. Olivia Canestra. Sean Carlin. Nicholas Karen. Leslie Castle. Kyle Sarah. Hannah Chung. Hugo Simbalnik. Oh. Logan Ciccarelli. Ryan Chokus. Mitchell Kloss. Alex Clark. Brendan Coffey. Ashton Curtis. Jenna Dalzin. Kala Dane. Gotta make sure I'm trying. Cassidy Daniels. Jack Deedy. Depew? Abby Depew. Lasia Dulipala. Daisy. Eric Daisy. Morgan Donnelly. Pretty straightforward. Hunter Dow. Abigail Dowes. Robin Driscoll. Adam Dunstan. Jacob Dye. Brandon Edwards. Gabe Easley. Egloff. Jacob Egloff. Jordan Ehrlich. Tyler Ellingson. Hannah Emberts. Jack Enneking. Got me. William Enneking. Caden Etzel. Right. Caden Etzel. Madeline Elizabeth Rapisarda Fahey. Cian Falstich. Victoria Favela. Peyton Feudner. Catch my breath for a minute here. Molly Flynn. Anna Marie Fricano. William Frick. Hey, Ryan Friday. Tegan Ray Freeze. Grant Frona. Melinda May Gammon. Jasmine Garberick. Glasgow. Noah Glasgow. Alexander Gregory Glatz. Tristan Goebel. Brandon Getz. Seth Gomez. Zaria Green. Justin Grenier. Jenna Harper. James Hayden. Zach Heckman. Alexis Heinrichs. Lexus Hennings. I like that, like the car, that's smart. Harrison Henry. Nicole Hensel. Zachary Herbert. Taylor Hibicki. Haley Hilgard. Gisela Lee Hockerman. Brandon Hoff. I'm gonna wait for him to stop yelling. Bobby Hossman. Travis House. Good. Molly Hubrud. Joseph Hudson. Vincent Hudson. Jacob Indested. Irene. Zach Irene. Manola Inthavong. Hold on, give me a second. Manola Inthavong. Gotta think about this for a second. This is brutal out here. Matthew Ives. My foot's falling asleep. I got all sorts. Jagersberg. Yep. Nicholas Jagersberg. Jay Jankowski. Mabel Jankowski. Sometimes I surprise myself. Janowski. Celia Janowski. Josephine Joki. Devin Jensen. Daniela Jimenez. Ashley Johnson. Ellie Johnson. Kayla Johnson. Jasmine Johnstone. Emily Jost. Angelica Junkert. Kyle Kania. Elizabeth Castori. Josh Kazuba. Harpreet Kaur. Tyler Keebis. Jerry Keith. Haley Kellen. Grant Kesson. Rachel Kashevsky. Malaya King. Dane Klitzka. Kinnear. Sam Kinnear. Emma Kate Knutson. Jordan Keller. Mackenzie Colasari. Jackson Kolath. Ryan Kops. Ty Kozik. Nolan Kravchuk. Jacob Krennick. Kennedy Krennick. Tess Kreitzman. Miles Krieger. Cole Crook. Oh, hold on. Let me get to the other side. All right, here we go. Laura Kushar. Corey Keene. Carly Keene. Charles Coleman. Ahmet Kurder. Noah Ladkey. Anna Lalakata. Audrey Lamar. Sarah Lane. Madeline Lang. Maxwell Lang. Cameron Leskowski. Mari Last. Oh boy. Zach Lawrence. Mackenzie Liebigger. Lorenzo Lemieux. Anna Lemke. Kirsten Leonardi. Lauren Leonardi. Rachel Lesala. I want to try and get it right. I mean, she is Cade Ludi. I'm slowing down. I suck at this. Devin Lewinsky. Jared Lewinsky. Jonah Lenkuski. Zeta Lopez. Joanna Lopez. Matthew Losi. Sarah Luden. Ryan Madsen. Trang Mai. We're only to the end. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been doing this all day. I'm just kidding. Katrina Meyer. Lily McClutchy. I wouldn't have gotten that one. Bailey McFarland. Megan McGuire. Okay. Morgan McElwee. Better to just tell me. All right, what is this? Abigail Mealy. Dylan Melitic. Allison Minier. Get a whole bunch of hard ones in a row and then a bunch of easy ones. Jake Mahalski. Yeah, Jake. Sarah Mikulski. Cameron Melky. Taylor Melanzi. Trevor Melanzi. Juliet Mater. Sandra Cassandra Claire Dodlinger. Man, Alex, thank you. Alex Moore. Dylan Moore. Ian Moore. I'll run on Moores. Nathaniel Moss. Nicholas Miller. Devin Murray. Michael Murtos. Jessica Michlewski. Matthew Michlewski. Stephen Narragon. Kaylee Nadeau. Victoria Niels. Olivia Niles. Evan Nelson. Paige Nettersheim. Emily Newberg. Jasmine Newman. Brandon Nightingale. Julia Noldy. Gustav Nola. Lisa Nelk. Mayhawk Oberoy. Nicole Oberst. Say it again. All right. Antonia Olvera. Better to get it right, I guess. McKenna Packer. I left foot to sleep. Adam Panton. Michael Pappas. Chase Paris. Passo. Rachel Passo. Michaela Penna. Hunter Parak. Cole Pesky. Selena Pilot. Like it looks. Selena Pilot. Dylan Pink. Brad Poblocki. Polzer. Alexander Polzer. Polzik. Matthew Polzik. Joseph Christian Polson. Lauren Power. Lindsay Power. All right, here we go. Swathi Prasad. Easy one. Morgan Price. Easy enough. Kayla Proven. Alyssa Pruitt. All right, Pulvermacher. Maggie Pulvermacher. Samantha Purcell. Matthew Purfirst? Yeah. Matthew Purfirst. I'll say whatever I want for you. Nicholas Perko. Destiny Putnams. Brandon Potterman. Brittany Potterman. Kayla Potterman. Elise Radis. All right. Nahe. That's not all that's Neha Rajapa. Neha Rajapa. This is exhausting. All right. What's this? Juliana Rakowski. Juliana Rakowski. Andrew Ramlow. Andrew Ramlow. I set these down. Ashlyn Nicole Fahey Rapisarda. Ashlyn Nicole Fahey Rapisarda. Oh, it's Selena Rao. Selena Rao. Bella Rakowski. Okay. Bella Rakowski. Whatever you tell me to say, I'll say it. Sydney Raymond. Bobby Joe Reeder. Bobby Joe Reeder. Joshua Rindell. Joshua Reindell. It's okay. Olivia Rem. Olivia Rem. Sina Riazi. Sina Riazi. James Richter. Oh, I like that. James Richter. Lauren Robson. Lauren Robson. Alano Rodriguez. What's it? Mariah Rodriguez. Mia Rogers. Brooke Rollins. Brooke Rollins. Ross, comma, Anthony. Anthony Ross. Gaetano Rossi. Gaetano Rossi. Gabrielle Rogie. All right. Rubalowski. Lindsay Rubalowski. Alex Rudinger. Carter Rupke. Jason Ruth. Sabrina Sanderson. My foot's asleep. Evan Sapa. Olivia Saunders. Tyson Schauer. Sarah Schiedermeyer. Sammy Schmidt. Go ahead, Sammy. Katie Schmucker. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh. Mara Schneider. I think I got it. Kristen Schwartz. Kristen Schwartz. Sometimes I forget what I'm saying. It's terrible. Noelle Schwartz. Andrew Schwegert. Jonathan Shortino. Isabel C. Isabel C. Emmett C. Celine. Evan Celine. Hannah Seltzer. We're getting it down to the end. Jack Shabusky. Nicole Simpson. Hi, Connor. Connor Sinks. Lindsay Sinks. Hunter Slots. Chase Smeltnik. Connor Smith. Taylor Sorry. Joe Spivey. What do we have? Ashley Shermalski. Steiner. Brianna Steiner. Oh. Laura Steiner. I don't know why it took a second on that. Kayla Stevens. Corbin Stepney. Haley Stevens. Joseph Stewart. My legs are asleep. Wyatt Stimson. Emma Stokeman. Don't be scared. Katie Stone. It's all right. 100 degrees out. Cameron Strand. Isaac Strubing. Jaya Suneja. Sean Tott. Claire Taylor. Mai Vang Tao. Noah Tao. William Tharp. Nathan Farrell. Quentin Thomas. Aaron Joseph Thompson. Savannah Thorne. Emma Tarks. Abigail Abigail Toporek. Lone Train. Ian Turley. Maxwell Unger. Kaylee Vega. Ethan Vesley. Rufina Vincent. Autumn Vogel. Savannah Volden. Morgan Waldenberger. Liam Walters. Jade Wartko. Gwendolyn Watson. We're on the home stretch now. Not a long E, what does that mean? Oh. John Weber. That's what I was going to say. There's a whole bunch of notes on there. Wagner. Ryan Wagoner. Amelia Weedman. Travis Wells. Alexandra Wera. Zachary Wilcox. McKenna Wilding. Benjamin Willikowski. Michael Willie. Matthew Wiltsey. Jessica Wishart. Tucker Witt. Benjamin Wurst. Anthony Zhang. Mindy Yadev. Misaki Yamaguchi. Naomi Vang. I can handle that. Samuel Yarnot. Kelvin Young. Olivia Zalog. Nick Zarling. Andrew Zeiler. Aiden Zalakowitz. Here we go. Is it Anna? Brianna. Okay. Zakovich. Brianna Zakovich. Victoria Zubella. Rachel Zunke.
To signify the successful completion of this ceremony and to begin a recessional, the class of 2019 will now stand and move their tassels to the left side. Congratulations, Hamilton High School, class of 2019.